G'day guys, how's it going? Bloodteeth here, bringing you another video of Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath. Now, last video I showed you how to, with about 260 odd skill wizard levels, how to go ahead and get around about 1.8 million XP in an endurance run. This video is going to be a little bit different. As I promised, I'm going to show you with a similar wizard level, if you've got the skill and also the battle trait that's required to make this happen. I'm going to show you how to basically maximize your ability to quickly gather shadow cores, and by quickly gather I mean within a run on journey, within about 3 to 5 minutes you'll get about 1,000 cores or more. Okay, so this is how it's done. Sort of. Basically, we're going for all power with a gem, and I am going to use amplifiers to make things a little bit better, so I may as well put something into that. But the deal is basically pump a fair bit in the crit hit. I mix in a bit of armor tearing and bleeding into my defensive gem that I put sort of, quasi in the center of the map so it can reach as much as possible. Let's see, because of all of the extra monsters in the waves basically coming in earlier on, I probably shouldn't have that much. I put definitely quite a few skill points into mana stream. I've also decided to put a little bit into my orb of presence, just because it doesn't hurt to have just 5 skill points in something that could be useful, and in this case a little bit less banishment cost might be useful for a shadow core run. Definitely a little bit into fusion, just so trying to get those higher grade gems for defense is, a little bit into fusion is useful, but not too much, because you don't get that much gate really. The majority of what I'm doing is basically towards trying to get the damage output of my defensive gem up. I'm not going to really do a mana farm at all. I have the option, but there's no point. This is just a snappy get in there, damage as many special monsters as you can, and get out. This is a smash and grab. So we use amplifiers, chuck a little bit into there. Seeker Sense, this is the important one. You want to pump it in quite a few skill points into Seeker Sense. Right now basically I'm tripling the amount of shadow cores I find, and I've just noticed 40% XP gained after monster kills. Maybe, just maybe, when I do my mana farm run and XP runs, I might actually want to put more into Seeker Sense than I have been in the past. Let's see, nothing in Fury. I just put some in Demolition. I don't really need to put any in Demolition at all, let's be honest. There's going to be no gem bombing or wasps. Or is there? Could there be? Then I'll experiment with that later. Possibly, but most likely not. Fury? No. We're not trying to get XP, and we're not trying to enrage monsters, so there's no point. Screw the Fury. And also forget pretty much all of your spells, as far as like freeze and all of that. You will be using your enhancement spells and your strike spells, but not to the point where you can justify putting skill points into them. Just leave them blank. What you want is essentially a lot of initial mana. So let's see, what have I got here? I've got 7,500 mana, plus also whatever it is that I've got at the start, an extra 500 mana. 100% of wizard level goes to initial XP and mana, so there's another 280 something mana again for me. So I'm starting with what, 8,200 odd mana, give or take, and that's kind of good. That's really good, actually. You just want to get in there, get set up, start smashing. No, don't do endurance. We're doing journey mode. You don't have to beat journey mode to get the shadow cores and so forth. It's kind of like playing endurance. You get to keep whatever shadow cores and talismans, if you get any, talismans that you would collect. So yeah, just focus on getting as much as you can, ignore pretty much the rest, survive as long as you can, and then get out and repeat. I'm putting in overcrowd just because I've got, as you remember, I've put some skill points in mana streams, so we may as well try and get as many monsters as we can in this little journey mode, just to help get the mana up and going, so I can get a really good defensive gem going ASAP and surround it with amplifiers, so I can boost the range as much as possible and make it as effective as possible. And of course, ritual, pump that up to 12. This basically lures out all of the monsters. Now, I was told by one of you in a comment on one of my videos to go ahead and try my Shadow Core runs on field S1, because S1 has enough wave stones to actually get all of these extra special monsters onto the field, and I kind of agree with that. I was playing with W1 and I was having some success, but I was usually getting around 700-800 Shadow Cores. Now I'm playing in field S1 and I'm finding that I'm still not able to destroy all of the special monsters and get the maximum amount of Shadow Cores that I can out of each run, but I'm now, let's say my personal best at the moment is a little over 1,000. So yeah, this is the way to do it. It's very repetitive but easy way to get lots of Shadow Cores pretty much as quickly as possible. And field S2 is great because you actually start with a couple of poison gems. I'll just upgrade those to grade 2 just because, why not? Let's see, I put a tower here. You can put 7 amplifiers around this one, and that's fine. That's plenty fine, actually. Let's see. Mix up yellow, purple, and red with more bias towards yellow. And I actually do this. I don't bother with grade 2 gems in the amplifiers. I just go for grade 3. Some people have actually said just put pure yellow gems in the amplifiers, and I agree that's probably the better thing to do. It's probably more effective. But, yeah, whatever. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. Besides, I still want there to be a reasonable amount of red and purple component going on here. Now, also, thank you for the comments in the previous videos. I've learned that apparently no special monsters come until Wavestone 5 starts. So, here we go. And before we do, I think I can afford to do that, and I'll just try to upgrade this once, and let's see if I can upgrade it again. Ah, there we go. It's Wavestone 6. Maybe they meant at the end of Wavestone 5. Anyway, here we go. First things first, we've got a shadow. Come here, you. Hi. Can I reach you? I can't reach it. Damn. Alright, let's just do something cheesy like that. Can we reach? Yeah. No, he's flying around a lot, which kind of sucks for me. Alright, come here, you. There we go. That's dealt with. If there's one special type of monster I do not like in these little Shadow Core runs, it's the Wizard Hunter. Well, hello. Spires are okay. They take time, and once you get rid of all of the shadows on the field, which are the worst, one of the worst types of special monsters to get, then you're clear to spend as much time as you want killing all of the spires. But shadows, when you get 4 or 5 of them on the map at the same time, they can be quite hasslesome. They spawn lots of swarmlings that help chip away at your mana through banishment, and what really sucks is that at the end of the day you can't really do much about that because you don't have a mana farm that's helping you generate lots of mana, so you're kind of in a bit of a bind there. Your hands are a bit tied, you just kind of got to cop it. And it's not great because essentially what this does is it takes your focus away from attacking the shadow. And that's not what you want. You want to clear as many of these special monsters as possible. But the Wizard Hunter, there we go. Keep your eye out for these things. They are a menace. I'm just going to very quickly, yep, get rid of you, put this back, and continue the onslaught. I'm expecting more. Here we go. This is more like it. More shadows. Okay, I'm actually going to attack this spire first. Let's see. Slow you guys down. I see you, Spectre. Oh, hello. Gotta look out. There's another Wizard Hunter. I'm going to attack this shadow first. Yes, okay. Now, I cannot do what I was about to do. I've just realised, because this damn Spectre's really close. What if I do this? I'm living dangerously here. Okay, slow everything down. Target the Spectre first. Target the Hunter second. And you know what? While we're at it, let's just bring down the Spire. And the other Spire. Can we do this before we die, please? Okay, yes. Spire's minimizing damage to 14, but Beam will really help get rid of that. Perfect. Now we have to move this back. And, well, what's next is the question. Oh, I can upgrade this. Perfect. Grade 6 gem. Here we come. No. Another Spectre. Okay. Luckily I've got Bolt, so we'll get rid of you first. You second. This is actually turning out quite well. There isn't... Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't see you. Wizard Hunters, like I said, they are really bad, because the last thing you want is for them to destroy any of your towers or amplifiers and whatnot. But at the same time, what's even worse, I find, is actually lots of shadows. So I have to admit, on this particular run, I got really lucky. I got mostly stuff that was annoying, but if found quickly, easily handled. Okay. That was lucky. I actually cleared the entire thing. I've never actually done that while doing these Shadow Core runs. 1,214 Shadow Cores. That's basically the general gist of it all. I know that took a little bit more time than normal, but I was slowing things down a little bit just to explain what was going on and whatnot. I could probably have, done that run in about 2/3 of the time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty respectable too. 1,200 Shadow Cores, and remember, you can alter how much Shadow Cores you get. As you get further into the game, you can keep on pumping in skill points into Seeker Sense. And the ironic thing is, it can be self-feeding. You can buy Shadow Cores at, I think they start at, one skill point costs 1,000 Shadow Cores, and then every skill point after that costs an extra 100 Shadow Cores. So I've bought a couple before. Yeah. You can just keep on doing this if you were really so inclined to go ahead and continue just buying skill points one after the other. But I'm not that desperate at the moment, to be honest. I'd rather go ahead and get Shadow Cores by doing this method, and then trying to get skill points by increasing my wizard level by doing essentially endurance runs. Really high XP endurance runs, like this one on W4 that I did recently, that is in my previous video. Yeah, that's all the advice I have for you at the moment. Get the Seeker Sense skill and the Ritual Battle trait. I think you get them they're both kind of down here somewhere in some wizard stash. I forget where. But yeah, just keep breaking all of there are a lot of actually quite good useful skills and battle traits in wizard stashes, predictably here where the end of the game kind of is. So go nuts trying to find those and break them open, get all the skills, and then go nuts doing this. Let me know in the comments below if you think I can further improve on this tiny little, I suppose, strategy. But yeah, have fun, guys.